This demonstration is for a decorative origami piece. Now for this origami piece, it does require 40 sheets of origami paper. So what I'm going to demonstrate is how to fold one of them, and pretty much what you're going to do is repeat the process for all 40 sheets. Now, you want to begin with your square origami paper. If you have color on one side and not on the other, make sure that your color is on the outside. Okay, so what we'll go ahead and begin with is a mountain fold. So basically you're folding your origami sheet in half. Once you have that, go ahead and fold your origami paper in half once again. Now this time you're going to lift up this area here, making sure it's facing towards the ceiling. And you're going to place your hand on the inside here and do a squash fold. Now I want you to notice how you have a center line here and a center line here. You want to make sure that they do line up together. Once you have that done, go ahead and turn it over to the other side. You're going to take this piece here, and at this line you're going to fold it back because you want to be able to have it stand up on its own like so. Then same as before, you're going to place your hand on the inside here, making sure that this center lines up with this center. Now once you have this done, I want you to notice how you have one page here, and the same on the other side. We're going to work with this one first. So go ahead and lift it up towards the ceiling like a shark fin, and you're going to place your hand on the inside here, and you're going to squash it down. Now you want to make sure that it's centered. The way you can check it, you want to make sure that this line here lines up with this line over here. For this piece, it is very important to make sure that everything is as symmetrical as possible. Okay, so once you have that, go ahead and turn it over to the other side. Same exact step, you're going to lift this up, make sure it can face towards the ceiling, and you're going to squash it down, making sure that it does line up with your shape on the other side. Now once you have that, we have two more pages to work with here to create this kite shape. You're going to take this page here and you're going to fold it to the left. Then go ahead and take this one, do the same exact thing you've done before, go ahead and squash it down. Turn it over to the other side. You're going to take this side here, turn it all the way to the other side. Then you're going to take this one here and squash this one down. So what you're left with should look like an upside down kite. Now at this point, I want you to notice how you have your open area faced towards you. We're going to focus on this side of your shape first. And with that side, you are going to line it up with the center line, making sure that it doesn't go past that center line. Go ahead and do the same on the other side, making sure that it is symmetrical. So you want to make sure that both sides duplicate each other. Once you have that done, go ahead and turn it over to the other side and repeat the process. Now once you have this, you're going to turn it to the side this way, and we're going to look for our center. Okay, and you're going to open it like a book so we can find our kite shape once again. Turn it over to the other side, look for your center, open it like a book, and this is our last two kite shapes that we're going to work with. Then we're going to repeat the steps we did before. where this side folds to the center, making sure it doesn't go past. Same on the other side. Turn it over, and this is your last part, repeating that same step. Now once you have this done, what you will do is you're taking this bottom part here and you're going to fold it up. And I want you to notice that this corner here and this corner here, that's where it should fold up to. It shouldn't be able to fold farther than that. So once you have that done, turn it over to the other side and repeat. Just folding that up. Going to turn it over to this side. We're going to find our center and open it up like a book. Turn it over on the other side, find our center, open it up like a book. And you're going to fold this up. And your last one on the other side. Now at this point, what you will do is go ahead and take your piece apart. So you're carefully taking your origami piece completely apart, making sure that it does not tear. So that's why you want to be very careful when you take it apart. I know you're going to have 40 sheets to work with, and I know some of you will want to rush through it, but you want to be very careful with it so it doesn't tear, because otherwise, for the other demonstration where we put it together, you want to make sure that they do stay intact. Okay, so what we're left here is kind of like an umbrella shape. Notice how it's facing down. What we're going to do is pretend that our umbrella got blown by the wind, and we're going to flip it up, like so. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to make sure that we continue the folds in reverse, and it's going to be inversed. So I'm looking at this corner here of my square. Okay, notice you have 4 squares, and we're working on this side first here. So I want you to notice this fold here, and we're going to follow all the folds that we've already made. So go ahead and take this area. Notice how it can fold back. So this is folding back. And we're looking at this one here. Notice this one can also fold back. And if you look on the inside, you have your kite shape. Now notice we already have our fold here, so this is going to fold in, this one folds in, and this one folds down. Now we're going to take this part here, we're going to just turn it over. And notice how I have all of this still in my left hand. Okay. So next, we're going to notice this fold that we have here. We're going to take this and fold it behind our next kite shape. Notice all of this is going behind. And this part here, this is going to go once again behind our kite shape. So there's your kite once again. So this folds in, and down. Go ahead and turn this over to the left. You know, it's going to get a little more difficult to work with. Now all of this here is going behind. All of this here also going behind. Notice you still have your kite shape in there. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but it's still there. And this one's going in and down once again. Alright, so this is what we should be left with at this point. Okay, so the next step, you want to go ahead and hold this part here and hold this part here. And we're going to squish this in together. So once you have that squished in together, you're going to have this come around like that. Okay, so it looks somewhat like a star looking flower thing. But now we have to work with this last part here that we have. Okay, now you want to open it up a little bit. And notice how you still have the folds here. I'm going to fold it and tuck it in on the inside. I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side, making sure that it does stay together. And this one is going to go down. And make sure to try your best to tuck it in there so you have your shape. Okay, so once again, this whole process is going to be repeated 40 times for the decorative origami piece.